Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. I've been asked a lot whether I have given this particular deck a try, and now I have played it enough to understand it so I can make some kind of guide video of this deck, even though there's already some guides existing from the deck builder himself. This is Jambre's Overload Token Shaman deck. So this deck is a hybrid between a pure token build and an Overload Shaman. It doesn't quite do the same as an aggro Overload Shaman. Aggro Overload Shaman relies on Doomhammer, it relies on burst spells to have that finishing touch, whereas this one is a completely board reliant deck. This really wants to get on the board, control the board, and it uses Overload as part of its board control strategy, because cards like Thunderhead, after you play a card with Overload, summon 2/1/1 sparks with Rush, and cards like Likim, 2-mana 1/3 weapon with +2 attack while you have overloaded mana crystals, are simply very good board control tools. So by using these tools, the deck can alternatively fight for the board and use the tokens to destroy opponent's minions, or it can generate itself that token board just by playing like Thunderhead and Voltaic Burst, and boom, that's an instant 5 minion board. And then when you have 5 minion board like that, then you can drop some Sea Giants, some Mogul Flesh Shapers. You start to get the point. This deck can really swarm a board. And once it has successfully swarmed the board, there's 2 copies of Bloodlust in it, so that you can go phase. There's Vesina, which is essentially a mini Bloodlust in the form of a minion. And for the more adventurous-minded people, there's the Stormbringer, transforming minions into random legendary minions. And I have to say that I have seen the best and the worst of Stormbringer while playing this deck. Sometimes it just gives me a board full of big stuff, and boom, I win the game. And other times it just gives me a bunch of 2 and 3 drops, and I don't do much with those. So use with caution, but that is one potentially very powerful tool. In addition to the Thunderhead tokens and those helping you get those Flesh Shapers and Sea Giants out, they can also sometimes play like a Murloc Shaman. Underbelly Angler is just such a phenomenal card by its own. After you play a Murloc, add a random Murloc to your hand. And the deck doesn't have that many Murlocs. There's 2 copies of Sludge-Slurper, there's 2 copies of Murby, and then there's the Anglers. But you want to try to hold on to something if you have an Angler available, and then you go Angler and Murlocs, 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 and suddenly you're playing a Murloc board. Another important part of the deck is Mutate. Transform a friendly minion into a random one that costs 1 more. Mutate is basically, in this deck, it's used to cheat out wins. Because when you can get a Mogul Flesh Shaper out early, maybe you even use something like Voltaic Burst, so that you can make it even cheaper, then you get that out early, you mutate it, and you mutate it into an 8-drop. And an early 8-drop can of course win a game. There are also a couple of format champs in the deck. Format Champ has 2 advantages. First, it's 2 minions in 1, so it helps you flood the board a little bit, and you can also mutate the Format Champ body itself into a random 6-drop. So this gives your mutates more consistency because you have more targets for them than just the Flesh Shapers. As for the mulligans with this deck, you're generally looking for Sludge Slurper, Evil Totem, Likim, Underbelly Angler, Thunderhead, and Mogul Flesh Shaper. Just those powerful early game plays. Likim especially when you're working on defense. However, you also want to pay attention to various synergies. Like if you have a Mogul Flesh Shaper, you want to hold on to a Mutate. But you don't keep a Mutate without the Flesh Shaper. The Flesh Shaper can do things alone, Mutate cannot, but together they are even better. Likewise, if you have a Thunderhead, you want to hold on to cards like Zap, so that you can play the Thunderhead Zap and get immediate effect, get immediate board pressure. Or if you have an Underbelly Angler, then you want to hold on to a Murby, so that you can guarantee Murloc activation for your Angler. Overall, the deck seemed extremely strong in the current metagame. Control Warrior is the worst matchup, it just clears board after board after board, and eventually you run out of stuff that you can do. But against pretty much everything else, you're able to set up some boards, then you have those Bloodlust, Vesina. Sometimes you just roll over them with the Stormbringer, get some good legendary minions up there, and sometimes you just roll over them very early in the game with Flesh Shaper and Mutate, and creating a big minion that cannot be answered. If you enjoy this content, then please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And now, let's go take a look at Overload Token Shaman in action. So I think I will hold on to this set of cards. I can overload and do things with Likim. Ooh, a Thunderhead, that's really interesting. So, can he ever answer Coined Underbelly Angler? And the answer is for 2 mana. No, because Shaman does not have a way to deal with the Coined Underbelly Angler. So we try with the Coined Underbelly Angler. Cable Rat is not an answer. Can he answer it with 3 mana? Ooh. Cable Rat Mutate. A bit scarier. So if I want to try to keep this, I would have to zap and lick him. Alternatives. Play 2 Mermies. Give up on the Angler. I'm not ready to give up on the Angler yet. I'm going to kill his minion. I'm going to trust that the 2/3 will survive. I'm still overloaded next turn. Alright. With 1 Lucky he cannot kill the Angler. So I get to play double Mermy next turn. 1 Lucky just doesn't do it yet. No matter the Lucky. Okay. Now I can start playing Mermies. I can start getting some Murlocs. And I can trade away the board. Now, a 2 damage Lucky. If there's a 2 damage Lucky in hand, it can now kill the Angler. But at least some of the damage has already been done.
I hope you like my invention.
Rush Lucky can also kill the Angler with a suitable. Yeah, the Rush Lucky. Okay. But I think that's okay. Unless he has the Elemental too. We'll see. I think this is Fish Flinger time. Well, that is one interesting card. Do I just play it out now? Can he kill it? He does not have more Lackeys in hand at the moment, right? 2 Cable Rats, 2 Lackeys. So he would need to generate a Lackey for a Wasp. I don't think he can do that. He could play the Rush minion. So it's better not to play the Underbelly Angler yet. It's better just Hero Power. Do I use the weapon to trade the Lackey? No, I will use one of the Mermies. I will hold on to the weapon, because I can overload myself and make the weapon better. Yeah, this gives me flexibility in generating more Murlocs again, or going for overloads. Just a lot of ways that I can go about things. He could play a Mind Control deck on this board, but the pickings up fairly slim. Not a lot of great stuff available here. He can do double Mind Control deck next turn. Now that the... Oh, he got a Charge Murloc, that was pretty good. Pretty good at least. So I'm still not spending my weapon, right? I'm just playing another Angler here. He can go for the double Mind Control deck, of course. We're going for some Murlocs. Oh, that's such a sweet Murloc. 5 minions on the board, unless I trade one off. So he could get double Mind Control deck value here. There'll probably still be double. I'm going to play the Slurper. It's fine to play the Slurper. I'm probably also going to play the Titanic Lackey, actually. There. This one trades there. This one goes face. I get the heal on this one, so double elemental does not kill the Mermy and it does not kill the Angler. Double MC tech steals 2. Well, there's a large variety of stuff that he can try to steal.
Of course it's the right way.
Okay, and this is a mini Bloodlust. How much damage? And that would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. 11 plus 12. So that is lethal, right? I will hit there. I will play the Vecina. And I will go face. And that's a win. I don't keep mutate when I don't have a Flesh Shaper. Let's see what I can do. The problem is that secrets are really, really tiring to play around. And there are so many of them. Now I have the option to play Slurper. I actually don't think I want to. Let's see what his opener is. I can always do like lick him into some stuff. I don't want to proc a Rat Trap though. What if it's unlikely to be Explosive Trap? Snake Trap, Freezing Trap. And I think I'll just play the Licking, but I don't think I will swing yet. I don't think swinging right now is going to give me good results. Can't do a whole lot about that yet. Could be snakes. Snakes would make sense. Rat would make a lot of sense. I don't have a way to deal with the rat yet. Not even with 5 mana. I probably just need the hero power here. And swing once into the Leok. That's okay. If it was snakes, I could have still started to deal with that. I'm going to take some damage from the Leok. Rat is still out there. And Rat is still very, very good. Yeah. Rat Trap just constricts shield play so immensely. Really hard to work around all of that. Mutate is interesting, but also falls prey to the rat. But might allow me to put enough power on this board. Let's say I coin the former champ and I mutate the former champ. Well, what if it's pressure plate? I suppose I need to give it a try anyway. Not snipe. Now we get to see if it's rat trap. It wasn't a rat trap. So it's explosive or freezing. Okay. So far so good. Now I know there's no rat trap yet, but he could play another secret this turn. And then everything has to be started anew. That's a pretty low roll for a 6 drop 8/3/4. What do you think of the Highlander Paladin deck? I played a bunch of Highlander Paladins. It's okay. It's not awesome, but it's okay. You can do things with that deck. You can absolutely do things with that deck, but it's not awesome. So this is going to be Thunderhead into Voltaic Burst. Trade away the Devil's Sword. I will face tank the Devil's Sword too. Now is a good time to check out what. So that's explosive or freezing. I want to freeze a token. I will lose all the tokens if it's explosive and yeah. So I can only play around one of them well. But that's fine. Let's see which one it is. So if it's freezing trap, then I want to freeze one of these tokens here. Yep, like that. And then I can use these and my face. Trade away his minion and I can push 5 damage to his face. I go down to 19 of course, but I have a pretty decent control of the board at the moment. Okay. Zephyrus is naturally a powerful card. But what do you get from Zephyrus for 4 mana? I mean, this board state is not the easiest to deal with. Don't have a Stormbringer, which card should I add? But Stormbringer is so incredibly good. What can you even add? What could you add? I mean, Nurture might be okay. But Stormbringer is just really... It's one of your pretty key wing additions. What if he has an Unleash? Unleash is always a problem. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do about that though. It's going to be 4 tokens. If I have 2 Thunderheads, 4 tokens. Oh, so full. Oh, it's so full. We'll go with the tokens. This will create just 3 tokens though. I think it's okay. I could have had 1 more token if I didn't deal 1 face damage with the spark. 1 token, 1 face damage. Which one was more valuable? He's going to have the Unleash. It was a top deck Unleash, the best kind of Unleash. Okay, well that is a bit of a problem, right? 8-5 Hyena. 10-6 Hyena. 12-7 Hyena. Yeah, I kind of have to get that Hyena, and I don't have a single... Oh, now I picked up an Overlord card. Well, this is just pure beauty now. You have a big Hyena, I see. What if I zap it? I'm totally going to zap it. But that still generates just 4 tokens, but I have a Spark in hand. So it's all cool. I could also try with the Faceless Lackey. Yeah, let's see if I can pick up... I need to trade away one of these first. Then let's see if I can pick up like a Direwolf Alpha or something. I cannot. Well, that's fine too. I don't mind. I have this Rush Spark in hand. That's going to kill the Hyena. This is going face. This is going face. This is definitely going to be Licking Turn to the face, because I want to apply a lot of pressure right now. And now I have seen an Unleash. I have seen the Zephyrus. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 11. I don't have the damage yet. What if he has like Bran? Bran plus Kill Command is 13 damage. Hero Power now into Bran Kill Command. No, can't play Bran Kill Command for 9 mana, it's 10 mana. Alright, so it's time for another zap here. I've already seen the Unleash and he can't play the... He cannot play the Zul'jin yet. We're zapping there. Trading that away. Pushing face, pushing face, pushing face. Building more stuff on this board. Even more stuff on this board and pushing face. Okay. Cut the Hunter down to 7. I have 3 minions that survive an explosive drop at the moment. Just 3. So if you can deal something to those. Baited Arrow shouldn't do anything though. Yeah, that just wasn't going to work out at all. Pretty nice, we actually managed to deal with this. I think that's too greedy. Let's be a little bit less greedy. I believe I can win with just regular gameplay. I believe it's possible. I could try to coin Evil Totem. He kept his entire hand. I guess coin Evil Totem's still fine, because Hunter can often have nasty things. secrets. Rat traps. Might be hard to deal with. I'm expecting him to play a secret this turn. I'm totally expecting that. Let's see what I can roll. Not a healing totem. Then I have to choose whether I play a tap this turn to try to protect the evil totem. I'll protect the evil totem. It could be a pressure plate. It's 50% chance for that to kill the Searing totem. He could get a spell that kills the evil totem, of course. He could play Unleash to clean this up. I have very little idea what the secret is.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Zephyrus is pretty cool. It could be a snake trap. Snake trap would be annoying. Kind of surprising Mortal Coil, I suppose. It could be snakes. It could be freezing. What if it's freezing? I mean, if I Goblin Lackey, I can't kill the Zephyrus if it's freezing. But I get this one back. That's fine. That's completely fine. If it's freezing, I take this one back. So it's explosive or rat, once again. It's always explosive or rat, isn't it? I don't want to give up on my board yet. Was that a mistake? With that Hyena Alpha coming. Oh dear, oh dear. There's a whole lot I can do here. I think I want to trade away the 2/2s. Then I could like Thunderhead Lightning Bolt to kill the Hyena Alpha. There is currently no pressure plate. Although one could be played next. Okay, so now there can be a pressure plate. But leaving this alive was a bit of a surprise, I guess. There could also be a snipe. There is a snipe. Is there a pressure plate? I mean, it activates after the effect, so it would kill one of these 4. Nope, no pressure plate. Rat, snake, free. Rat, snake, explosive. Freezing. I don't want to proc the rat, so I don't want to mutate anything now. This one gets healed anyway, so it's out of reach of the explosive for the time being. Random secrets. So much playing around secrets. And now there could be a pressure plate. Explosives. Pressure plate would be pretty good here. Actually, they can. He didn't play a secret. No, he didn't play a secret. There can't be a pressure plate. So this is for my champion to mutate. I proc the freezing. I block the explosive trap first. So it's red and snake. Okay, that's cool.
Like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
I'm sting like a bee. Play 2 cards. Alright. Each player summons the lowest cost minion from their hand. Not sure how good that's going to be for me. I'm right now to summon my Thunderhead. Which is great if he can't deal with it, actually. But terrible if he can. Now he has all the secrets. How about that? 10, 11, 11 plus 12. 11 plus 12. Not quite lethal. But I mean, I suppose I'm going for it, right? Right now there's no pressure plate, there's no explosive trap.
Speak to me.
I think this is definitely time to go for it.
Keep up.
Let's punch him in the face.
Not be rushed.
Put him down to 6. There's only one way for me to overload, and that's to proc the rat trap. I'll do that. And I'll put him down to 3. And I'll use the mutate to get a 7 drop. Okay, so Hunter, who is now at 3 health. And I have a 3 attack Lickim in hand. Do you have Ziliax or a Taunt? I don't think you're killing me from 27. Not with 8 mana. Ziliax or Taunt? Do you have it? I felt like putting him to lethal range was the best play here, considering his mana total, because he's halfway through his deck, and he has, what, 1 out.
Find me wherever the action is.
And that's not the out, because I can just hit him in the face with the Lickim.
Masterful. I can see.
Ta-da! Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.